Hi there, welcome to the channel. In the spirit of Halloween, I thought we should talk about a horror movie, The Evil Dead, released in 1981, directed by Sam Rami. Yeah, that's Sam Rami. So the film follows a group of 5 teenagers who want to take a vacation in a creepy cabin for some reason. We have Ash Williams, who's not as badass in this one as in the sequel, his sister Cheryl, girlfriend Linda, his friend Scott, and his girlfriend Shelly. They find the cabin in mint creepy condition and decide to move in. At night, Cheryl gets possessed by some unnatural force which gives her an art lesson. They meet to have dinner and everybody is too stoned enough to remember their lines. But thankfully, Scott gives us a summary of the scene. Suddenly, the cellar door opens. Ash and Scott decides to go down there because why not? Down there they find a Kandarian dagger, the Book of the Dead, a tape recorder, and also a post of the Hills of Ice. They decide to listen to the tape because why not? Which contained incantations that awaken unknown evil forces from within the woods without their knowledge. This creeps out Cheryl. So they stop playing the tape, but the damage is already done. Ash decides to give his girlfriend a necklace in a really cheesy scene. Cheryl hears something creeping outside and telling her to join them. So she decides to do the dumbest thing you could ever do in a horror movie. Go outside and investigate. This proves to be a mistake and she quickly finds out. Yeah, that happened. She runs back to tell the others and begs her brother to take her out of there, only to find the bridge they used earlier destroyed, so they are stuck there. They go back and Cheryl gets possessed, becoming the first deadite in the film. She stabs Linda in the foot with a pencil, which is hard to watch to be honest. She tries to kill Ash, who is trapped under a really light piece of furniture, but Scott gives her the boot and locks her in the cellar. She's not alone for long as Shelly is the next one to be possessed. While Ash is struggling with yet another piece of furniture, Scott stabs her with the Kandarian dagger and hacks her into small pieces, which was revealed as the proper way of killing deadites. They bury her remains and Scott decides he's had enough and leaves, only to come back even worse. Ash, on the other hand, gets attacked by his girlfriend, who is now a deadite and wearing Joker-style makeup. She tries to trick him by pretending to be normal for a while, only to attack him minutes later.
Oh, you bastards! Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
She gets impaled by the Kandarian dagger, which causes her to vomit blood and milk. Thinking she's dead, Ash wants to dismember her but can't bring himself to do so, so he decides to bury her. We get a little call back from the earlier cheesy scene, this time with the roles reversed. She jumps Ash, and this time Ash is prepared, not just with slaps but with a big piece of wood. She also loses her head for all her trouble, which conveniently lands in an upright position so we can have this scene. Ash returns to the cabin, only to find that Cheryl has escaped. It also seems like the entire house is possessed at this point, since it toys with him and plays mind games. And the house is also on its period. Cheryl attacks Ash and is joined by Scott, who's a deadite now. Ash burns the Book of the Dead after saving it from burning just seconds earlier, which never makes sense. But that seems to do the trick, since all the deadites are destroyed in a beautiful display of stop motion. And by beautiful, I mean that it looks like that thing your dog ate for dinner. The sun rises, and it seems like Ash has seemingly escaped the danger, only to be run over by evil once more as the film comes to a close. The Evil Dead is one of my favorite horror movies to watch. The film is campy and some scenes are unintentionally funny, which only adds to its charm. Over the years, this film has gained the reputation of being the horror movie of the trilogy, with the sequels embracing the campy nature even more, with the third one being a straight-up comedy. Apparently, the film was made with a really small budget, and I have to admit I'm really impressed with what they were able to do. From director Sam Rami and his buddies quitting college in order to make the film, first creating an independent short horror film, which they would show to potential investors, hoping that some would be impressed enough to finance their movie. Finally getting the money needed for the movie, but losing the filming location, settling down for a rusty old cabin in the woods in Tennessee, which presented even more challenges for filming, with the lack of water and electricity, and also the cold winter temperatures during filming. And this is just scratching the surface. Bottom line is, production of the film was hell. The actors also did all the stunts by themselves, which is impressive. Yes, this is a real person under a real chainsaw. Fortunately, the movie was released, and just as the film was gaining success, the National Viewers and Listening Association got involved and banned the movie for displaying excess blood and violence, calling it obscene and labeling it a video nasty, which was a title given to films that were considered too obscene to be distributed to the public. Such movies as Cannibal Holocaust and I Spit on Your Grave, to name a few. But in an ironic twist, this only made people want to see it even more. Fast forward to now, and the movie is considered an icon in the horror genre, popularizing the cabin in the woods trope in horror movies. The cinematography and score work together so well, for example in the opening scene, and with them approaching the cabin. There are some good shots here and there, and most of the third act being shot in Dutch angles only added to the airy nature of the film. The stop motion effects and makeup are also pretty good, especially in the final act. The only disappointing aspect of the film is the characters. They are just your generic horror movie characters who are just there to be possessed and killed off. And Ash Williams is not really Ash Williams in this one. Not yet. All in all, this movie is tons of fun and has enough gore to satisfy your cravings. Highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it. It's a damn good time.